All right, Shalom, Shalom. This is Brother Mayum coming at you from TMS Tampa Bay. First and foremost, I want to give all the praises and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rakah HaKodash. Double honors to the elders, apostles of Great Millstone. And much blessing and salutations to the Akim around the four corners of the earth who are diligently pushing out His truth and His truth and sincerity. And I just want to do a lesson going on, something that's been on my mind and that's, been on the minds of, brothers that are, serving the Lord in truth and sincerity. As you can see, the spirit that's moving, brothers doing lessons on going into faith. Okay. And this is something that without faith, it is impossible to please Him. Matter of fact, let's get that. Let's start off the lesson with that verse right there. All right. So like, just bear with me as I'm trying to get this in while I'm in transit. Hebrews 11 and verse 6, it says, "But without faith it is impossible to please Him. For he that cometh to the Most High must believe that He is, and that He is a rewarder of them that diligently seek Him." All right, so you gotta have Israelites just as they did in the time of old. All right, particularly in the time of the disciples, the book of Acts, during the time of Yahweh Shai. All right, where you had particular Israelites that were going around saying that the law was the way to salvation, that the old ways, all right, the ways of, the Old Testament was the way to the salvation. And we understand that through the works and sacrifices of Yahweh Shai, that was changed, all right, to where we now are granted mercy through faith, okay, into everlasting life. All right. So it's no longer you keeping the law that's going to make you righteous in the eyes of the Lord. Keeping the law is no longer pleasing the Lord, because we've kept the law time and time again, and we've constantly gone off and broken the law. And as the scriptures say, you break one, you break them all. Okay, roughly paraphrasing. So we understand that we're no longer under the law, but we're under grace. Okay, we're under mercy. All right, we've been made subject unto righteousness through our faith, man. Okay, because that's what's gonna please the Heavenly Father, is you believing on Him and keeping the works to the best of your, or keeping His ways to the best of your ability, because that's how you show your faith. You show your faith by your works, man, and how you conduct yourself, how you move. All right, doing the best that you can for the ministry, if your lot is to do so. But the first component of that is you must believe. You must first believe. Okay, let's finish this verse. "But without faith it is impossible to please Him. For he that cometh to the Most High must believe that He is," which is His name, Yahweh. Okay, it says must believe that He is, and that He is a rewarder of them that diligently seek Him. You see, so this is what is being sought out. This is what the Lord is looking for. Those that have faith. Okay, those that believe, that are going to put themselves up as a living sacrifice, and knowing that He is a rewarder of them that diligently seek Him, man. And how do you seek the Lord? By believing and doing what was commanded of us, man, which is to keep the law and to fear Him. Okay, and we doing our best. We're not perfect. We're not Yahweh Shai. All right, you can't keep all the laws, so don't let nobody tell you that you got to keep all the laws, because you ain't gonna be able to keep them. And the same people that are telling you to keep the law, okay, telling you that you have to keep the law to be saved, are not even keeping it themselves, man. They're not out here, deleting modes. They're not out here doing that. Okay. A good portion of these men are liars. All right, teaching wayward doctrines. All right, teaching you another way, which is contrary to the works that Yahweh Shai laid out for us to follow, man. That's why the scriptures say, "Continue thou in the things which thou hast been taught," man, and to remember who thou hast learned them from, roughly paraphrasing. Because ultimately, the walk that you're supposed to be walking has been handed down from the works that Yahushua did, man. His disciples followed in those footsteps, and his disciples taught others to follow in like manner, man. And here we are in these last days, once again, starting with the apostles on down, teaching those customs of old, man. All right, to believe and to follow the Lord in the path that he has laid out for us, man, the straight and narrow. Okay, because what a lot of Israelites have put in their mind is that to serve the Lord and to have faith and to believe and do, to come and be a part of this ministry, that is going to be something that should be, it should be fun. Okay, that this is going to be good time, we ain't going to be in good times right now, man. That inner man is going to be at peace, all right, because the truth shall set you free, all right. But we still here to this day in our land of our captivity, man, subjected unto our to the servants, man. We've been made servants to servants. That's how bad it is out here, man. And we have to understand that. And when you understand that, man, as the scriptures say, prepare thy soul for temptation when thou comes to serve the Lord, man. When you start to believe on Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai and you come to serve the Lord, man, things are going to start occurring in your life that is not going to seem pleasant. And it's all Satan's duty to try to deter you from continuing on that path of faith, man. But if you can hold on to your faith, man, even through the adversity, even through the thoughts that pop into your mind, as Abraham did, right? Because Abraham's faith was counted onto him as righteousness. Even though you can already imagine the thoughts that were running through Abraham's mind. That flesh that was getting to him. Man, I got to kill my own son. Like, damn. Why do I got to go? But what did he do? He pushed on, man. He pressed towards that mark to get to where he needed to be to bring about that sacrifice, man. And his belief in the words of the Heavenly Father is what made him righteous in the eyes of the Lord, man. Because he believed. All right? He believed, man. And that's what the Lord is looking for in these days. All right? So let's go to from there. Let's go back to his Romans 4, and I'll start at verse 1. Romans 4 and verse 1, it says, "What shall we say then? That Abraham our father, matter of fact, let's get this in the NLT. Romans chapter 4 and verse 1 in the NLT. And it reads, Abraham was, humanly speaking, the founder of our Jewish nation. What did he discover about being made right with the Most High? If his good deeds had made him acceptable to the Most High, he would have had something to boast about. But that was not God's way. Right. It says, for the scriptures tell us, Abraham believed the Most High. What was promised unto him, man? That he would have that covenant with his seed. Okay? That covenant would be established with his seed through this sacrifice. And eventually it was. But at that time, it wasn't the time. But his faith was there. Abraham's faith was there and he believed that, hey, well, if this is what the Lord is commanding me to do, then this is what I must do. Because this is what I'm gonna. He said he was gonna give me these things if I did these things. If I went and did these things, and did he have any evidence? Okay, what is faith? Let's get that back in Hebrews 11. Hebrews 11 and 1. Now, faith is the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen. You see? And Abraham didn't see the promises. Not physically, at least. Okay? He didn't physically see the promises. Shalakia. Okay? But he believed. He had faith that they were there. That they were just waiting to be given unto him as soon as he accomplished what he needed to do. Or what he was commanded to do. Okay? So now let's go back to this Romans 4 and verse 2. says if his deeds had made him acceptable to the Most High, he would have had something to boast about, but that was not God's way. For the scriptures tell us, Abraham believed the Most High and counted him as righteous because of his faith, because of the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen. The things he hoped for is by following the word of the Heavenly Father is what made him righteous in the eyes of the Lord, man. What made him special and stand out above all other people. Okay? It goes on to say, verse 4, when people work, their wages are not a gift, but something they have earned. You see, and this is why, hey, man, you know, the scriptures talk about to give us an expected end, man. You know, you expect that paycheck at the end of the pay period. Well, we through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Shai, we're expecting that promise to be fulfilled after we get done doing this work, which we are doing because of our faith, because we believe that these things will be given unto us. Okay, it says, but people are counted as righteous not because of their work. See, so just because you are doing the work doesn't mean that the Lord is looking at you as some supreme righteous being, man. What defines you as righteous to the Lord is that you believed, and that's why you're doing those works. Not just because you're just doing them. Because you can just be doing the work just to do it and not believe. When we've seen these Israelites, man, they that fell by the wayside, man, that they sprung up quick. It sounded good to them, but as soon as that bitter starting to hit in, that sun started to hit them, hey, they got up out of there, man. They withered away. Okay? It says, but because of their faith in the Most High who forgives sinners, you see, their faith. And we know that the Lord is a power that forgives, okay, that shows mercy, man. He's not sent to those that are whole, but for them that are in need of a physician. Let's go to Mark chapter 5. I think around the 32nd verse. All right. I started verse 27. Actually 25. Mark 5 and 25, it says, and a certain woman which had an issue of blood 12 years, and had suffered many things of many physicians, and had spent all that she had, and was nothing bettered, but rather grew worse. And you see, that's you Israelites, man. Okay, you've had an incurable wound your entire life, man, and you've gone here, you've gone there looking for answers. But nothing made you better. You got nothing but worse. Okay? And it says, when she had heard of Yahweh Shai, came in the press behind and touched his garment. And she said, if I may touch but his clothes, I may be whole. So she believed that all she had to do was just to come in contact with the clothes of Yahweh Shai, and she would be made whole. She would be cured of that issue that she had, man. And that's what we're hoping for. She didn't have no evidence. She didn't get shown a vision of her being healed after she did that. She just believed. She just knew within her heart that if she just touched Yahweh Shai, if she just came in contact with his clothes, she was going to be cured. She just knew it. Just like the elect knows that we're going to be delivered for our faith in Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahweh Shai. And we show our faith by our works once again. Because what did this woman do? Did she just stand there? Did she just stand there and say, you know what? If I just can touch his clothes, I'll be healed. And then she just sat there, well, you know what? I'm just going to be healed if I just say I do believe. No, she went out and she put in that work. She reached out to touch him. And what happened? Let's read away. And straightway, the fountain of her blood was dried up, and she felt in her body that she was healed of that plague. So she felt it, man. She felt it. She felt that something had changed because she believed, and she knew what she was. She had an expectation, and when she felt it, when she felt that change in her, she knew it right away. That she had been made. She was healed, man. And that's what we're looking for, man. We're looking to be healed, and we're expecting that change to come, man. That change from within. so that when we receive those immortal bodies, that enter into that new covenant, we're gonna know, man, this is what we were waiting for. This is what we had hope in. And Yahushua, immediately knowing in himself that virtue had gone out of him, turned him about in the press, and and said, "Who touched my clothes?" And his disciples said unto him, "Thou seest the multitude thronging thee, and sayest thou, who touched me?" Yeah, because there were so many people there trying to press up on Yahushua, trying to just come in contact with him, wanting to ask questions, everybody trying to be up in the front. You already know how Jake is, man. It says, verse 32, and he looked round about to see her that had done this thing. But the woman, fearing and trembling, knowing what was done in her, came and fell down before him and told him all the truth. And he said unto her, Daughter, thy faith had made thee whole. Go in peace and be whole of thy plague, man. And we got the worst plague of all, man, is this flesh. And what is going to make us whole is going to be our faith, man. We just have to believe and reach out. Okay? Exert yourself to reach out to the Heavenly Father, man, and belief that he's going to hold you up, man. That he's going to not let thee go. As when Peter started to doubt and he started to fall into that water, what did he cry out? For Yahushua to come and grab him. And what did Yahushua do? He grabbed him, man. And he brought him out of that water, and he would say, what did Yahushua say to him? Oh, ye of little faith. If you would have believed, you could have walked on, you could do anything, man. Yahushua said you can move mountains if you just believe. You see? So this is what is necessary for salvation, man, is faith. Believe in the Heavenly Father. Expect that these things will be given unto those that believe, man, that have faith, that show their faith by their works. Whatever your works it is that the Lord has ordained you to do, man, hey, do them to the best of your ability. Okay, we know we're not perfect, okay, but we doing the best that we can, man. We are in this flesh. This is the ultimate plague that we need healing from, man. It's this flesh. All other things that we suffer in this life is because of the flesh, man. It's because of the flesh that we suffer all these things. This is the main problem, is this body that we need to be healed from. Okay? So, that's pretty much the point that I wanted to hit on. Okay? I was going to get 2nd Ezra chapter 9, but the point's been made, man. The point is made. We just have to believe and reach out and expect to be healed, man. Okay? If you walking in truth and sincerity, man, expect the deliverance. Expect the change. Okay? So, hey, with that, Lord's will, this was edifying. I'm going to give all the praises and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Rakha HaKodash. Double honors to the elders, apostles of Great Millstone. And much blessing and citations to the Akim around the four corners of the earth who are diligently pushing out this truth and its truth and sincerity. And with that, I say Shalom.